Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. This is the Jefferson City Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball is brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grid, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you from Joe Becker Stadium as we are going through the starting lineups and getting things finished up as we are just shy of starting our ball game as the Renegades of Jeff City travel here to take on the Joplin Outlaws. We're going to have the national anthem, so we'll pause here and have the national anthem. We'll be right back and get you set for your starters as you're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Attention class of 2021, it's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaydell Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaydell's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care. Well, we're just about set to get our ball game underway. As on the mound for the Outlaws. Apologize for getting on just a little bit late today. I experienced some car trouble last night. I was stranded about close to 4 hours on the side of Highway 63, headed back towards Columbia after the game last night. So I can tell you in my truck, the anti-theft device works and works well. Had a short that blew the fuse and set that off, and I did not go anywhere. So I can also tell you if you need a tow, try to plan that around your schedule. Make it between 8 and 5, not at 11:30, 11:45 at night. But needless to say, put me a little behind today, but we're here, we're on air as the Renegades facing the Joplin Outlaws here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin. As Jeremiah Kennedy be on the mound, he is pitched in 4 games, 2 starts, a record of 1-0, 4.69 ERA, has 15 in the third innings work, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's had 14 hits. He did pitch the June 2nd game. That was the 6-2 loss against the Renegades. That's his last action. As for the Renegades, they will lead off, and we'll get these as we go. Lineup changed just a little bit as shortstop Joseph Keelholz, he will lead off. Keelholz coming in, hitting, get that in a second, but coming in from Bonnets Mills, Missouri, 5'11", 195-pound, left-handed batter, right-hander thrower, freshman in Northwest Missouri State. So he will lead off. As first offering from Kennedy, that'll be fouled out of play, so Keelholz will be down in the count at 0-1 strike. So we are just underway here as a minute after 7 o'clock. That's going to be another one that's going to be popped into the air, and catcher will go back, and he will camp under it and make the grab for out number 1. As Keelholz pops out to the catcher. Now stepping in will be third baseman Drew Mize. Mize from O'Fallon, Missouri, 6 foot, 185-pounder, right-hander across the board, a sophomore at SIU Edwardsville. As he's hitting a 188, has 3 hits, does have a home run. Those stats are actually incorrect. Those do not include the games at doubleheader at Des Moines. So that one fouled off. He had a home run there in Des Moines. So Mize will be down in the count at 0-1 strike as we play here in the top of the first inning. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Hamilton Anderson will be in the on-deck circle. That pitch upstairs evens the count. 1-1 strike. Starting the game here with an 86-degree temperature. It is sunny. That one swung on, missed. That takes it 1-2 strikes. Mize was trying to pull the trigger back, but ends up going around. That one will be fouled back, so we'll stay on with 1-2 strikes the count. So, next offering from Kennedy. He gets the sign from the catcher. That's Walters. Will be on the way. That one misses. So it takes us even at 2-2 strikes. And these two teams very familiar with each other. That one misses as well, so that takes us full. At 3-2 strikes. We saw this Joplin squad on Sunday. That was a 6-4 loss. Mize is going to hit it off the end of the bat, but right on the money. A couple steps in. That's Fiersteak in right field, so that will be out number 2. As 2 up and 2 down, Hamilton Anderson, he steps in now for Anderson. He'll be catching tonight's game. He's from Columbia, Illinois, 6'3", 200-pounder left-handed batter, right-hander thrower. Freshman at State Fair Community College. Also would put a close race to be one of the smartest guys on the squad. Full of lots of random information. That one fouled back. Just got under that, so that one fouled straight back. It'll be no balls, 1 strike. David Dell, center fielder for tonight's game. He will be in the on-deck circle as Anderson will dig back in. Next pitch, that one misses. Takes a 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, going over the lineup for the Renegades. They'll have shortstop Joseph Keels. He led off in the 1 hole. Batting second, third baseman Drew Mize. Now Hamilton Anderson catching tonight's game, batting third. He's at bat. That pitch checked his swing. That not in the zone, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Batting fourth in the lineup will be center fielder David Dell. Batting fifth, right fielder Tommy Reether. In left field, batting sixth will be Brady Voss. That's going to be a chopper. Again, fouled on the first base line. So leaving the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Batting seventh, first baseman Carter Mize. Batting eighth will be second baseman Ben Burton. And designated hitter for tonight's game, batting ninth will be Caden Deal. And on the mound will be Dylan Dunbar to round out the starters for your Renegades. So even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Next offering to Hamilton. He's going to swing on and miss for strike 3, and 3 up and 3 down. As we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. We're still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time and running out of some of your favorite makeup, fragrances, or skincare products? No need to worry. Avon representative Michelle Carty has got you covered. Michelle can consult with you on the newest line of products, as well as get those that have become your must-haves. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 from the comfort of your own home and have your order shipped directly to your front door. To see how Michelle can help you out, find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty. Live beautifully with Avon.
We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Renegades went down 3 up and 3 down. Getting the start for tonight will be Dylan Dunbar. As Dunbar from West Plains, Missouri, left-handed thrower. He is a junior at Missouri S&T, 6'1", 195-pounder. He has started 2 games, only pitched in 2 games, has a 1-0 record. His last action, he's been off for almost a month. Well, it's exactly a month. His last time he pitched was against the Chillicothe Mudcats. You remember back to that game, he had worked 2/3 of an inning and then took a line drive off the left elbow, just above the left elbow. That made him exit the game as he left that game in some visible discomfort. So he hasn't pitched in a month, but he's back on the mound. Looks pretty good in form. He has a record of ERA rather, 2.34. Has 7 2/3 inning work, 10 strikeouts, no walks, 8 hits is where he sits with his record. So second baseman Brett Wiemers will lead off the game for the Outlaws. Dunbar looks in, first pitch to him, outside, ball 1. So due up will be second baseman Brett Wiemers, right fielder Caleb Fiersteak, shortstop Logan Klein. That one upstairs and a bit outside, ball 2. So the count goes 2 balls, no strikes. So Dunbar will shake off a couple signs. Now he'll get what he's looking for. That pitch is going to be a bouncing ball, and it's going to get through into left field, as it will be a leadoff single into left field. Weimer's entered the game, hitting a .247, so his percentage goes up. Now right fielder Caleb Fiersteak will step in. Fiersteak hitting a .295, has 13 hits in 44 plate appearances, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, 5 walks, 4 hit by pitch, has 12 strikeouts as well. So he will step in on the left-hand side of the plate, has a runner on first base with Weimer's. First offering to him, he's going to hit that, and it's going to go foul, but it'll be caught by Mize as he comes in from third base and makes that for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out in that at bat. Shortstop Logan Klein. Klein hitting third on the team with a .307 clip. Has 23 hits, including 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs, 18 walks, 5 hit by pitch, 21 strikeouts. He's played in 23 games as the Outlaws sit at 12-15 on the season, so he has played in almost every game of the Outlaws. Does have the most games played. Runner's going to go to second. Bouncing ball be to Keelholz. The only play he'll have is at first base. So runner will go to second base. That's Weimer's on a steal. And Klein will hit into a 6-3 put out. So that'll be out number 2. Left fielder Ethan Ellis steps in. He's hitting a .271 this season with 19 hits in 70 at-bats. He has 13 RBIs. Reached base by walk and by hit by pitch 18 times. Has 21 strikeouts. That's tied for a team lead. A 3-way tie, I should say, for a team lead in strikeouts. So Dunbar check the runner at second. First pitch upstairs. Ellis ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. We said Blake Gazaway here from beautiful Joe Becker Stadium. It's a nice place to play ball. Here on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. 2 outs. Runner on second base. Swung on and missed. And actually, they're going to call it a foul tip, so gets away from Anderson. So it'll go 1 ball and 1 strike. Other games around the Meek League today. The Mudcats playing a doubleheader against Clarinda. They're hosting one and playing on the road for one, that at Clarinda. So first game was final 9-2 in favor of Clarinda against the Mustangs. Game 2 should be underway momentarily. And bottom of the first inning, Chillicothe Mudcats hosting the Sedalia Bombers at Schaefer Park in Chillicothe, no score. That pitch upstairs and outside. Takes it 2 balls, 1 strike. So down on second base will be Weimer's. Got a leadoff single and then stole second base. Dunbar looking to strand the runner here and take us to the second inning with no score. That one's going to be a hard hit ball foul down the third base line. So that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. This game, important in the Meek League standing, is just 1 week ago or thereabouts when we played. Wasn't quite a week ago. Both teams were battling for the top spot in the South Division. Now both teams are battling for the bottom spot. 2-2 pitch. That one misses. Throw down to second base. It's a little high and no tag on the runner. Hamilton Anderson tried to throw out another runner at second. Just wasn't quite on line. Weimer's back safely. Wind blowing right to left on your media center or iTunes or Google Play app. So there is a visible breeze for sure. So Dunbar checks the runner at second. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed for out number 3. And they'll face one more than the minimum, but get out of the inning and not give up any runs. So we'll go to the top of the second inning. There were no runs, 1 hit, no error, 1 left on base. And after a full inning of play, we're still scoreless. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
For the second inning, Renegades will send batters 4, 5, and 6 to the plate. That'll be center fielder David Dell, right fielder Tommy Reether, left fielder in Brady Voss. Mr. HBP will get the start tonight. As we said, the South Division, Sedalia Bombers have moved out front. They're at a 500 record this season, 15-15 overall. They are riding a 1-game win streak. And Beta Griffins, they're a half game back. They sit at 14-15 as they're riding a 4-game win streak. Joplin Outlaws a game and a half back, 2-game losing skid they're on. They sit at 12-15. And then the Renegades, who sit at 12-18 on the season, and they are 2 full games back. They're riding a 6-game losing streak, as that's where they enter today's contest. So this being a South matchup, they really have to win this game to try to keep in the division race. David Dell will lead off the inning as Dell from Jefferson City, 6 foot 170-pounder, right-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Columbia College. He'll take the first pitch, misses outside, ball 1. So he will dig back in. That one on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. We said Tommy Reether will be in the on-deck circle, then Brady Voss will be up after him. Those are the 3 guaranteed this inning. Dell will launch that out of the stadium. It's going to go foul over the first base dugout, so that will put him down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outlaws wearing their white on white, the white tops with the white pants, have the red numerals with the black trim. Dell fell that one back. So we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And says Outlaws on the front with black and red trim, has the red numeral on the front. And on the back has the black numeral with the red trim. That pitch swung on and missed for out number 1. So stepping in out will be Tommy Reether. As Reether from Washington, Missouri, 5'10", 190-pounder. He's a left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, a sophomore at Missouri S&T. So he will step in. Reether enters the contest hitting a .250 this season, has 20 hits in 80 at-bats. He's played in 24 games, 19 RBIs, 13 walks, 2 hit by pitch. Does have 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 homer. The first pitch to him called ball. Next one on the way. That one inside. That takes it to 2 balls and no strikes the count. So Reether will dig back in on the left-hand side of the plate with a 2-0 count with 1 out here. That pitch will be bounced right up the middle. Shortstop will glove. He'll throw over to first base in time for the 6-3 put out. That will be out number 2. Now batting left fielder Brady Voss. As Voss from Lake St. Louis, Missouri, 6 foot 175-pounder. He's a right-hander across the board, a sophomore at Missouri S&T. Voss hasn't played in several games now. He's entering hitting an even 200, so he's had a chance to have a few rest days. He'll step in. First pitch to him. He's going to hit it off the end of the bat right on the money to the first baseman, as it'll be caught by Toller at first base. That will be 3 up and 3 down in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as we're still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
So the Outlaws will come to bat. They'll send hitters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. That'll be catcher Dawson Walters, as he made his first start just a few nights ago as we were here playing, and made his debut as an Outlaw and hit an inside the park home run. So Dunbar, first pitch, outside, ball 1. So that was his welcome to Joe Becker Stadium, and welcome to the Outlaw squad. 1 ball, no strike count. Next pitch from Dunbar. That one called strike 1, so that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We said Walters just hitting in .083, but he's only played in 3 games. Next pitch on the way. He's going to foul that one into the parking lot. So that goes out of the stadium and into the parking lot. A parking lot behind the first base line, behind the third base line, is the road, as well as a storage lot. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dunbar, left-hander, looks in. He'll get the sign. 1-2 offering. That one's going to be a bouncing ball. Mize will glove at third base. That's Drew. Over to Carter. Mize at first for the 5-3 putout. That will be out, number 1. First baseman Jared Toller will step in now. Toller hitting just a .230 this season with 17 hits. And he knows how to work the base path when he gets on. So Dunbar again will look in. That's going to be a hard hit ball to Mize at first base. He'll glove himself. Step on first for out number 2 as that goes to 3 unassisted. Now it'll be third baseman Cade Lott. As Lott steps in, he's hitting a .258 this season entering today's game. Has 17 hits and 66 plate appearances. Has 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 4 walks, 4 hit by pitch, 16 strikeouts. So first offering to him, that one called strike 1. Dunbar looking to retire the side here and go to the next inning. No balls, 1 strike. Dunbar looks in. Next offering. That one misses just outside. Takes the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So we play here in the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. 2 outs, nobody on here for Lott. That pitch, that misses outside, ball 2. Didn't miss by much, but just enough. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count. And Lott steps back in. 2-1 offering. That one misses low, bounces over everybody's head, so that'll take it 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. So Dunbar again toes the rubber, looks in this field here at Joe Becker Stadium. All infield turf, natural grass outfield. 3-1 offering, a hard hit ball. It's going to be taken by Mize at third. He'll charge, glove, throw, and out as it is another 5-3 put out. There were 2 of those in the inning. And we'll go to the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the third inning, still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network. There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
We'll go to the top of the third inning. Renegades will send hitters 7, 8, and 9 to the plate as neither team has scored yet. That'll be first baseman Carter Mize, second baseman Ben Burton, and designated hitter Caden Deal. As Carter Mize comes in from St. Louis, Missouri, 6'2", 200-pounder, left-hander across the board, a junior at Missouri Baptist. He is hitting a .317, just .003 behind Hamilton Anderson to lead the team. He does have 33 hits. That leads the team. Has 6 doubles, 4 home runs at a tie with Hamilton for a lead. 16 RBIs, 15 walks, 1 hit by pitch. He'll show bunt. He'll pull it back, take it for ball 1. So Carter Mize digs back in. As 1 ball, no strikes the count. Next offering, that one fouled back. So leaving the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we said, a little change up in the lineup here last night and today for the Renegades as they're trying to bring up some hits there in the bottom half of the lineup, bottom half of the order. So changing that up just a little bit. 1-1 offering. That one called strike 2. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Into the on-deck circle, second baseman Ben Burton. Then due up next would be designated hitter Caden Deal. So 1-2 offering to Mize. That one outside, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I do expect 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Mize trying to get on base to lead off the inning. He's going to hit a bouncing ball to the first baseman. He'll glove and step on first. 3 unassisted. That'll be out number 1. So he will be retired. Next up will be second baseman Ben Burton. As Burton will step in. Burton from Wellsville, Missouri, 5'10", 175-pounder right-hander across the board, a freshman at Lindenwood. First pitch, he's going to hit a bouncing ball to the shortstop. He'll glove, throw, and get the out by a half step. So Burton is out in a 6-3 putout. Now stepping in, designated hitter Caden Deal. As Deal from O'Fallon, Missouri, 5'10", 170-pounder, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at Northwest Missouri State. Deal hitting a .280 this season. Has 26 hits to his credit. Usually bats leadoff. Tonight batting in the 9-hole. First pitch to him outside ball 1. Deal has 3 doubles, 9 RBIs, 19 walks. Has 14 stolen bases. That one inside, takes it to 2 balls and no strikes. As I said, he's found a way to pretty much get on base and get around the base path by any means possible. That one taken for called strike one. So that moves us 2 balls, 1 strike. So it'll be 2-1. Next pitch on the way. That one misses, so that'll take it to 3 balls and 1 strike. As Kennedy on the mound, threatening to have a 2-out walk. In the on-deck circle will be shortstop Joseph Keelholz. That one's going to be a hard hit ball to the second baseman. He'll glove it, throw it to first base. And bad throw, but they say they got him as that was offline and was short. But Toller was able to bail Weimers out, and it will be 3 up and 3 down. As we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time and running out of some of your favorite makeup, fragrances, or skincare products? No need to worry. Avon representative Michelle Carty has got you covered. Michelle can consult with you on the newest line of products, as well as get those that have become your must-haves. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 from the comfort of your own home and have your order shipped directly to your front door. To see how Michelle can help you out, find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty. Live beautifully with Avon.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning as it'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1 come to the plate for the Outlaws. That'll be led off by designated hitter Brandon Ulmer, center fielder Drake Angeron, and then top of the lineup, second baseman Brett Weimers. Weimers has the only hit of the ball game so far today. We've had just 1 hit between the 2 teams as we play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 16 batters have come to plate, just 1 hit, no runs, no errors. So first pitch, that one's going to be hit high in the air. Mize on third base will come in. That's Drew. He'll make the grab for out number 1. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Center fielder Drake Angeron will step in. Angeron hitting a .254 with 16 hits. Has 1 double, 9 RBIs, 4 walks, 3 hit by pitch, 12 strikeouts. That's what he has entering the contest tonight. So he's a left-handed batter, digs in on the left-hand side. First pitch to him inside, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike count. Dunbar looking for out number 2. Also looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Next one on the way. That one hit right to Mize at first base. He'll go down to an E. Glovett, step on first for out number 2 as 3 unassisted. So now back to the top of the lineup in Brett Weimers, second baseman. He does have that only hit so far today. So he had a leadoff single, and he stole second base, then was left stranded out there. He has been the only runner on the base path so far and reached second, and that's where he was left. Right-handed batter, 1-1 day for him. That first pitch taken for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike count. Dunbar looks in, gets the sign, left-handed offering. That one swung on and missed. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Still no score here as we play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled out over the first base side. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Dunbar looking to get out of the inning with 3 up and 3 down. So he'll look in, he'll get the sign. Everybody playing pretty much straight away here for Weimers. 1-2 offering, that one downstairs, bounces the home plate, so that takes us 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just after 7:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network, Blake Gazaway here with you. Play-by-play voice of your Jefferson City Renegades here on the Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network. 2-2 offering on the way. That one in there for called strike 3. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning as there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th as we're still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
As it's been 3 up and 3 down for the first 3 innings for the Renegades. They'll lead off with shortstop Joseph Keelholz, then third baseman Drew Mize, and due up third will be catcher Hamilton Anderson. If one of them can reach base, then center fielder David Dell will step in. Keelholz will lead off. He's hitting a .278 entering the game today. Has 20 hits, looking for number 21. First offering to Keelholz, he's going to hit a hard hit ball. Right fielder's going to go back on it, still on it, and he's going to go over his head and bounce over the wall. So Keelholz will have that hit number 21 as it's a ground roll double. Boy, he gave it a ride. Angeron, sorry, that's not Angeron, that's Fearstake. Could not get turned around and find it, and it bounces onto the scoreboard. So first hit for the Renegades. Drew Mize will step in. He flew out to right field. So first pitch to him. That one hit him on the back. So he'll be hit by pitch, and now the first 2 runners are on board. Just 2 pitches here into the inning, into the top of the 4th inning, and 2 runners on. As catcher Hamilton Anderson will step in. He's leading the team, hitting a .320 this season. That leads the team. Also has 31 hits. He's just 2 behind Carter Mize for a team lead. Has 4 home runs. That's tied with Mize for a team leading, but has a team leading 20 doubles and has a team tying at bats as well. So he's going to hit a ball to left field. Left fielder's going back on it. He'll track it down at the warning track, and Keelholz is going to tag and go to second base. And he'll dive in and be safely, so that'll go as a sac fly. As Anderson takes it to the opposite field. That'll be out number 1. But does move Keelholz over to third base. Mize will go back to first. So now runners on the corners with 1 out. As David Dell will step in. He struck out his first time up. He's hitting a .310 this season with 22 hits. Has 11 RBIs. Would like to make it number 11, 12, and or 13 here, depending on what he could do, as we're still tied at 0 apiece. Kennedy looks in. First pitch to Dell. That one in the dirt. Stays in front of the catcher, so Keelholz cannot come home from third base on that wild pitch. In the on-deck circle, right fielder Tommy Reether. So we play here in the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless at 0-0, but runners on the corners with 1 out here. 1 ball, no strike count. Kennedy's offering to Dell. He's going to foul that one off home plate. It'll bounce straight up It'll put him down even in the count, rather, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Keelholz at third base. Drew Mize on first base after Keelholz got a ground roll double in his first pitch of the at-bat, and then Drew Mize was hit by the first pitch. Hamilton Anderson moved Keelholz over to third base on a sac fly to left field. 1-1 offering. Mize is going to go to second base. They'll throw down, and he's going to be safe as the ball gets by the second baseman. But shortstop was backing him up, so Mize will get a stolen base. That is the second stolen base of the season for Mize. Mind you, he's only played in a handful of games. So again, runners still in scoring position. Now 2 in scoring position. Keelholz at third. At second will be Mize. 2-1 offering on the way. Dell swings and misses. And 1 downstairs. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Runners on second and third. Tommy Reether in the on-deck circle. So Dell, 0 for 1 so far, trying to add to his RBI total. 2-2 pitch. That one misses low. So that'll take it full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now we have a payoff pitch from Kennedy coming. He does have first base unoccupied that he could put Dell on. Payoff pitch. That one called strike 3. And that's the second time Dell has been rung up. So that'll be out number 2 as Tommy Reether will dig in. He hit into a 6-3 putout, his only at bat. Reether will have a chance to add to his RBI total here. Reether hitting a .250 coming into the game. He has 9 RBIs. Again, runners on second and third. He'll dig in on the left-hand batter's box. First pitch to him. He's going to foul it out of play. So he'll be down to the count, no balls, and 1 strike. In the on-deck circle, left fielder Brady Voss. He'll be due up next if Reether can get on base. 2 outs here. Top of the 4th inning we play. No balls, 1 strike count. Kennedy's next offering. That one way upstairs. Took quite a bit off that pitch. That one just kind of floated high and outside. So that makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Keelholz on third base. At second base is Mize. Both take relatively decent leads. 1-1 offering. And Reether's going to foul that one back, so he will be down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So he'll take a couple of practice swings. Now he'll step back in left-handed batter's box. So he'll choke up on the bat just a little bit. He'll also open that stance up towards first base a little more. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Still tied at 0-0. That pitch downstairs. Keelholz started to come home, but probably a good decision as that ball didn't get too far from the catcher. That's Walters. So count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reether again chokes up on the bat, opens the stance up. They do have the infield shifted over there. He's going to send a hit into center field, and that's going to score 2 as Keelholz will come home. Coming home is Mize, throw offline. It's a 2-0 Renegades lead as Tommy Reether will get RBI number 10 and 11 on that single into center field. So he clears the base path. Most importantly, gives the Renegades the lead, but also that coming with 2 outs. So Reether will be on first base with a 2 RBI single. Now stepping in left fielder Brady Voss. He is Mr. HBP as he's been hit numerous times. That's 12 times. First pitch to him inside. Got close to hitting him there. So it'll be 1 ball, no strike count. He does have an abnormally high hit by pitch total. The next closest one is Ale Claro with 6. 1-0 offering, that one upstairs. So it'll take it 2 balls, no strikes. Tommy Reether scampers back to first base as Walters comes up but does not throw down there. Renegades, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Outlaws. Only took us to the top of the 4th inning before either team scored. So 2-0 offering forthcoming from Kennedy. Voss will take that for called strike 1. That'll take it 2 balls and 1 strike. So he'll dig back in again. Voss hasn't played the last several games. Had a chance to rest up just a little bit. Also probably heal some of those bruises from those 12 hit by pitches. He had 4 in one game. That one called strike 2. So that evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had a game, I can't remember offhand what game it is, but that's where he earned his nickname, Mr. HBP, as he was hit 4 times in the game, in the same game. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Reether will go to second. That's a little number. Going in, it's going to drop into right field, so Reether will be on his way to third base as he will dive in there, and he is safe. So the hit and run was on, and that puts runners at the corners with still 2 outs. So we'll send up now first baseman Carter Mize, as he'll have 2 on. Runners on the corners. Mize will step in. He is the 7th batter of the inning here, as he hit into a 3 unassisted out in his first time up. Mize having a team leading 33 hits, 16 RBIs, 15 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Has a team tying 4 home runs. First pitch to him, misses, ball 1. 2 of those home runs have come right here in this ballpark. He's got a real popular place over there in right field between the light pole and the scoreboard that he has hit 2 homers over there. So 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be hit well to the right field. He'll go over and get it. That is Fiersteak, as that will be out number 3. However, the Renegades were able to score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. So they have a 2-0 lead. We'll pause and be back as we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Outlaws will come to bat. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given 1 set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care. 2, 3, and 4, first pitch to Fiersteak, called ball 1. That one called strike 1, so that'll even the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fiersteak flew out in a foul territory to third base in his only at bat. 1-1, that one's going to be hit a mile high, as Anderson is going to track it down in foul territory but cannot make the grab on it. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes, as that was a tough play for Anderson. That wind pushing the ball from right to left just pushed it too far from him. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes the count as leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 2-0 Renegades lead. They've got those 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. So 1-2 offering from Dunbar on the way. That one misses outside. That takes this full of 2 balls and 2 strikes. In no runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Outlaws. So Dunbar will look in, get set. The left-handed pitch on the way. That one inside. Misses. Goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. In Fiersteak, hitting a .295 coming into the game today. Payoff pitch from Dunbar, that hit him. So that hits him, so he will be awarded first base with a hit by pitch. Shortstop Logan Klein will come to bat now. Klein is 0 for 1 with a 6-3 putout in the first inning. He'll have one on, nobody out here. Klein hitting a .307 this season, has 23 hits. He will dig in. Left-handed batter, first pitch inside, ball 1. In several other games going on in the Mink League today and tonight. Get those scores for you in just 1 second. 1-0 offering from Dunbar on the way, that one inside. That takes it 2 balls and no strikes. Top of the 5th inning, Bombers at Chillicothe. The Sedalia Bombers lead the Mudcats 1-0. That is Schaefer Park. That's top of the 5th inning. Clarinda A's beat the St. Joe Mustangs 9-2 at Clarinda in Game 1. Game 2 will be coming up here momentarily. That ball hit right up the middle, and it's going to go under the glove of Keelholz. And they're going to have runners on the corners as that went right up the middle and between the legs of Dunbar. That did hit the mound and careened off path just a little bit. See if they give that a hit or an error. They are going to give it an error. So he'll reach on an E6. They say an error, so that's an E6. Now it'll be runners on the corners with nobody out. Renegades lead 2-0. That pitch outside. Ball 1 as left fielder Ethan Ellis comes to bat. So Dunbar again going through his signs as he will have 2 on, throw to first base. Runner back in time. That is Klein. So Klein on first base. Fierstake moved over to third base on that E6. So Dunbar again checks the runner at first. Another throw over there. No tag applied as Klein back safely. 1 ball, no strike count to Ellis. That pitch is in there. That ball thrown into center field, and that's going to score a run as Anderson just threw it into center field. So Klein was headed down to second base, so he steals second. Then he advances to third on an E2. And Fierstake comes home on the E2 and scores, so that lead has been cut in half. It's now a 2-1 ball game. 2 errors committed in this inning, and this is almost exactly what we saw last night coming from the Renegades as they racked up 7 errors last night, having multiple errors on the same play. They had 2 plays I can think of offhand. It might have been the third one that they had multiple errors on the same play and scored some runs. So it's still a 2-1 lead for the Renegades right now. But they have got to be a little more protective of the baseball here. 0-2 offering that one way outside. So Ellis will take that for ball 1. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the on-deck circle will be catcher Dawson Walters. That pitch misses, so that'll make it even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dunbar again on the mound for his 4th inning of work here as we play in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 2-1 in favor of the Renegades. 2-2 offering. That's going to be a well-hit ball to left field. That'll score another run as it drops, and we're tied up at 2 apiece as that'll be an RBI single. So Ellis has an RBI, and we're tied up at 2 apiece. This is the problem that the Renegades run into whenever they come here and play the Outlaws. Well, it doesn't matter if it's here at home. The Outlaws are just super aggressive on the base path and find a way to work around the bases and find a way to score any and all ways possible. So we're tied at 2 apiece now. Still, nobody out here. Catcher Dawson Walters steps in. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. So runner on first base, that's Ellis. We're tied at 2 apiece here at the bottom of the 4th inning. That pitch outside, ball 2. So Walters ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Dunbar asks for a new baseball. He'll be granted that. He's going to wipe his pitching hand off. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors here for the Outlaws. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Renegades. Tied 2-2. That pitch fouled off. So that'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike to count. So Dunbar will dig back on the mound. So 2 balls, 1 strike count. Walters again digs in. Runner acts like he's going to go to second, does not. That one misses, ball 3. That's Ellis over on first base. Walters has the count in his favor at 3 balls, 1 strike. Still nobody out here. 2 runs have been plated. Runner on first base, no outs. Runner's going to go to second. That pitch swung on a miss. Throw down to second, and not in time, so it'll be a strikeout and a stolen base. So Ellis will go down to second base with the steal. Walters is going to be retired for the first out of the inning. So far, 3 steals in the ball game, which sounds like a lot, but for the Joplin Outlaws, that's not very many. They stole 10, if not 11 or 12 a couple of nights ago. Set a franchise record. First pitch, that's a well-hit ball. Out of play, it'll go in foul territory and back into the stands over on the first base line. That's first baseman Jared Toller. He hit into a 3 unassisted out, his first at bat. So 1 out, runner on second base. 0-1 count. That one swung on and missed. That makes the count. No balls and 2 strikes. I got ahead of myself, actually. That'll be first baseman Jared Toller. I had my count wrong. Now he's a strikeout victim. Thought they just forgot to update the scoreboard. So 1 out here. That pitch goes in, strike 1. Jared Toller, first baseman, does step in now. He takes that one for a strike. I had my count wrong, which I had him a strike ahead of where he should have been. So 1 out, still runner on second base. This is Toller. He's down to the count, no balls, 1 strike. That one misses low. Evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 runs have been plated here in this inning. Just 1 hit. Has been a hit batter. And runs scored with errors. 1-1 offering. That one's going to be hit into left field. Just out of the reach of Keelholz, and they're going to hold up a stop sign there, so that'll be a single. Runner moves over to third base. So that's Ellis going to third base. Toller will be on first base. So again, runner now moved into scoring position at third base. Runner on first base, just 1 out here. Third baseman Cade Lott will step in. So Lott steps in, right-handed batter. He is 0 for 1, had a 5-3 putout. Be a good time to hit into a double play, get out of the inning. First pitch to Dunbar, that one outside, ball 1. So Lott will be ahead in the count at 1 ball, no strike. So Dunbar will look in. Next offering will be forthcoming. 1-0 pitch. That one swung on and missed for strike 1. Voss Dell, and Reether from left to right in outfield. Mize, Keelholz, Burton, and Mize. So Carter on first, Drew on third. Anderson behind home plate, Dunbar on the mound. That's the line for the Renegades out there right now. That one called ball 2, so it'll go 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here, 2 on as we play. In the bottom of the 4th inning, we're tied at 2 apiece. Dunbar looks back in, gets the sign. 2-2 offering on the way. Swung on and missed. That makes it 2-2. So Dunbar looking for his 4th strikeout of the game so far. Looking for out number 2 here, or possibly a double play that would end the inning. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. Keelholz a glove, throw to second for 1, and cannot throw over to first base. So they will say it is out at second, but the run scores. So it will be a fielder's choice. Lott will get credit for another RBI. So Toller will be retired on a fielder's choice. It's a 6-4 fielder's choice. So that'll put another run on the board. The Outlaws lead 3-2. First pitch outside, ball 1. That's for Ulmer. So he's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Not an error there, but only gets 1 on the fielder's choice. That swung on and missed. Evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. Dunbar looks back in. Renegades trail 3-2 right now. 3 hits for both teams. That pitch downstairs makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. As Lott standing on first base with that RBI, fielder's choice. So Dunbar looks in, checks the runner on first. There's the pitch. That one misses just a hair outside. So that takes us 3 balls, 1 strike. So we play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So now it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike. This is batter number 7 here in the inning. That one called, strike 2. Ulmer was expecting to jog down to first base. So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dunbar looks in, payoff pitch forthcoming to Ulmer. Runner's going to go to second, that one upstairs. So that'll be a walk. Lon will go to second base with the walk. So 8th batter comes to the plate now in the frame as center fielder Drake Angeron. He steps in, he hit into an out at first base, a 3 unassisted out. So 2 on, 2 outs here. Outlaws lead 3-2 as they plated 3 runs here in this inning. Dunbar's first offering. That one's going to be fouled back. It'll make it no balls, 1 strike. So the count will be 0-1 here with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Runners on first and second base. Dunbar looks in. He'll get the sign. Now he'll come set. Check the runner at second. Now the 0-1 offering. That one upstairs and inside. Takes us to 1 ball and 1 strike. Then the 8th batter to come to the frame here. 3 runs have been plated, just 2 hits. But there's been 2 errors in the inning. 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside a little low. That makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Renegades trail 3-2 as they had a 2-0 lead coming into the bottom of the 4th inning here. They relinquish that, and the Outlaws take it a run the other direction as they lead 3-2. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be a high, hard hit ball. Coming in will be Mize at first base. He's going to have to go to his right. He'll glove it for out number 3. That will be pop out to 3. Number 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on base. So the Outlaws lead 3-2 as we'll pause here and come back with the top of the 5th inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time and running out of some of your favorite makeup, fragrances, or skincare products? No need to worry. Avon representative Michelle Carty has got you covered. Michelle can consult with you on the newest line of products, as well as get those that have become your must-haves. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 from the comfort of your own home and have your order shipped directly to your front door. To see how Michelle can help you out, find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty. Live beautifully with Avon.
Just after 8 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network, Blake Gazaway here with you. First pitch, that one fouled back by Burton. So be down to the count, no balls, 1 strike. I said Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. As we're the exclusive home, Renegades Baseball and the Renegades Radio Network, bringing you coverage all season long. No balls, 1 strike to count. First batter here in the inning. That one misses, so we go even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning, we work. And still on the mound is Kennedy. So 1-1 offering on the way. Burton's going to rip it into center field for a leadoff single. So Burton gets on base here to lead off the top of the 5th inning. Now stepping in, designated hitter Caden Deal. Deal is 0 for 1, hit into a 4-3 put out in his only at bat. So 1 on, nobody out. His team trails 3-2. Burton on first base. Deal is going to hit it hard. The center fielder is going to go over and make the grab, running to his right. That'll be out number 1. Now Joseph Keelholz will step in. He had a ground roll double his last at bat. He is 1 for 2. And he was able to score later on in the inning. So Keelholz digs in. Left-handed batter, 1 on, 1 out here. In his team trails 3-2 right now to the Outlaws. Kennedy's first pitch is going to be a hard hit to the second baseman. He'll throw to the shortstop over to first in time for the 4-6-3 twin killing, and that'll end the inning. As that makes 3 up and 3 down in the inning. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning as Outlaws still lead 3-2. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
as the Outlaws will send hitters 1, 2, and 3 to the plate. They had 8 batters come to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. In their last frame, they scored 3 runs on 2 hits in that frame. 2 errors were committed, though, by the Renegades. There were 2 left on base, so Dunbar still on the mound as they have more on-field activities going on. So Dunbar will get a few more warm-up tosses. Taking a look at the other games around the Mink League today. Doubleheader for the Clarinda A's and the St. Joseph Mustangs. Game 1 went in favor of Clarinda, 9-2. That at Clarinda, that shows the Mustangs as the home team. Game 2 for this doubleheader shows Clarinda as the home team at Clarinda. They're currently leading 2-0. Not sure what inning they're in, but they're probably an inning or 2 into that game. Top of the 6th inning at Chillicothe, it's all Bombers as Sedalia leads the Mudcats 5-0 right now. At top of the 6th at Schaefer Park. And, of course, our game here, bottom of the 5th inning. Outlaws leading 3-2 so far. So it'll be hitters, as I said, 1, 2, and 3 coming to the plate. That'll be second baseman Brett Weimers, then right fielder Caleb Fiersteak, shortstop Logan Klein. They wait until the fans that were down on the promotion get off the playing field here as Dunbar enters his 5th inning of work. Outlaws lead 3-2. Scored 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Outlaws. First pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors for the Renegades. Weimers 1 for 2 tonight with a leadoff single and had a strikeout. He's going to rip that one into left field. And coming over, Voss cannot make the grab. It'll bounce into his glove and go straight up. So Weimers again has a leadoff single. His second of the night. He has a 2 for 3 evening at the ballpark so far. So Caleb Fiersteak, the right fielder, steps in. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat. He ended up scoring as he moved through as an E6 and an E2. Throw over to first base. Mize has to come off the bag. As showed bunt, did Fiersteak, but takes ball 1. As Drew Mize on third base comes crashing down. So he will stand about 1.5 feet inside the infield grass. That pitch is going to be lined into right field, so back-to-back singles as they're going to send Weimers to third base. So back-to-back singles now, as it'll have runners on the corners, and this is the situation we had last inning where there were no outs and runners on the base path. So we are going to have a pitching change now, I believe. As head coach for the Renegades, Mike D'Amelia, will come out. And we are going to have that pitching change. As it'll now be Shane Fontenot will come to the mound. So Fontenot will come in here. In the bottom of the 5th inning, he inherits 2 on and nobody out. In the bottom of the 5th inning, due up to bat will be the shortstop and Logan Klein. Logan Klein, just like last night for the Bombers, he was able to move around the base path with errors. He reached first on an E6, stole second, then reached third on an E2. Was ultimately driven home by the next batter in Ethan Ellis. So Shane Fontenot will be on the mound. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's a senior at Arkansas Monticello. He's 6'4", 230-pounder right-handed pitcher. He is pitched in 10 games, but has a record of 3-1. Has a 2.75 ERA. has 16 and a third innings worked, 19 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's only issued 12 hits. Last outing for him was July 6th, where it was here at Joplin. He worked 2 innings of work, gave up 2 runs and 2 earned runs. Faced 12 batters. That was a 9-7 contest in favor of the Outlaws. So Fontenot in relief work here as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Outlaws leading 3-2 with no outs and runners on the corners. Sedalia Bombers have added to their lead at Chillicothe. They lead the Mudcats 6-0. That in top of the 6th inning. Clarinda A's still leading the St. Joseph Mustangs 2-0 at Clarinda. They won game 1 9-2. So that has some implications for the North Division. Basically, it lengthens that lead out between Clarinda and St. Joe. It's a 10-full game lead for Clarinda over St. Joe in the North Division. Runner's going to go down to second base. Anderson will throw down, and they're going to say he's safe. It looked like it was there in time, but they said he swung around the tag and got in safely. That first pitch to Klein was called strike 1. Klein will dig back in, and he reached first on an E6 his last time up. That one straight down central, called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, the count. He'll look in. Get the sign, 0-2 offering. They'll say Klein checked his swing, so that makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position at second and third base. That pitch, that's going to be a bouncing ball. Keel holds a glove. It's only plays to first base. To Mize for out number 1, and the run will score. So it's a 4-2 ball game in favor of the Outlaws. That's a 6-3 putout. So now stepping in will be Ethan Ellis. Both runners do move around the base path as well. Left fielder Ethan Ellis, he's going to hit that one foul. So he'll be down to the count. And no balls, 1 strike. Ellis is 1 for 2 with a RBI single, a stolen base, and a strikeout. 0-1 offering on the way. That one misses upstairs, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, just 1 on the base path now. So that's Fiersteak standing on third base. 1 out. Outlaws lead 4-2. That pitch, that one down in the dirt, stays in front of Anderson. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Ellis trying to get out of the way, but ends up dancing around the baseball. He jumped in front of home plate again, trying to stay out of the way with the ball trickling down in front of him, so has to jump the other direction. Fontenot again, right-handed pitcher, looks in. That one misses outside and low. We'll go 3 balls and 1 strike. One out here, runner on third base. 3-1 offering, 1 out. That one downstairs walked him. So Ellis has issued the free pass, so he will jog on down to first base. Catcher Dawson Walters steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a 5-3 putout and a strikeout. So again, runners on the corners. That's Fiersteak at third base. Ellis will be on first base. And I'm going to go ahead and call it. Within the next 3 pitches, he will still second. They'll send him to second, I guess I should say. So first pitch is going to be a bouncing ball. Keelholz will take it, throw over to second, over to first in time for the double play. Well, I was mistaken because double play ends the inning. However, there were a couple runs scored. One hit, no errors, and one left on base as the Outlaws lead 4-2. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
We will go to the top of the 6th inning here as the Renegades will send hitters 2, 3, and 4 to the plate. They'll be led off by third baseman Drew Mize. He was hit by pitch his last time up, flew out to right field as well. So he will step in and lead off as still on the mound will be Kennedy. Due up after him will be catcher Hamilton Anderson and then center fielder David Dell. So it looks like we're just about ready for the inning to start. As I said, third baseman Drew Mize will step in. He was hit by pitch his last time up. So he will come to plate here. Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle. First pitch, that one's going to be hit into right field. It's going to get down and go to the wall as Mize will be on his way to second base. It goes up the warning track, and he will be in there with a stand-up double. So he takes that one into the opposite field, and he gets a leadoff double. Catcher Hamilton Anderson, he will step in. He's 0 for 2 today. Anderson steps in, representing the tying run. So it is a 4-2 ball game. The on-deck circle, center fielder David Dell. It's 4-2 in favor of the Outlaws. 5 hits for both teams. Difference maker, though, 2 errors for the Renegades. None for the Outlaws. First pitch. That one called ball 1. So that makes it 1 ball, no strikes. As Mize acting like he's maybe going to go to third. Hamilton Anderson's going to foul that one out of play. That'll go into the stands down the third base line. So that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. We're even at 1-1. Nobody out here. Mize standing at second base with the leadoff double. Outlaws lead 4-2. However, Renegades trying to battle back here. Kennedy looks in, gets the sign, again checks the runner at second. Second look in. Third look in. Now the 1-1 offering. That one inside. That one goes past the catcher, but Mize did not advance the base path. I think Hamilton Anderson was telling him to go, but didn't get far enough away for Mize to consider going down to third base. So still nobody out. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Hamilton Anderson at bat. Mize takes a good lead at second. 2-1 pitch. That one inside. That makes it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Nobody out here. Again, runner on second base. The Outlaws lead 4-2. Kennedy again, second look in at second. That's going to be a bouncing ball. It's going to be gloved by Kennedy over to first base for out number 1. However, that does move Mize over to third base. Again, it'll go as a sac fly. Sorry, not a sac fly, sac play to move the runner over. So that is acceptable in terms of moving the runner down the base path. So center fielder David Dell will step in. He's 0 for 2, has a strikeout both ways. So 1 out, runner on third base. Dell now represents the tying run. He steps in, right-handed batter. First pitch to him downstairs in the dirt. Walters keeps the ball in front of him. So it'll make it 1 ball, no strike, as Mize not far enough away from him to come into home plate. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out. Dell will dig back in. Kennedy will look in. Now he'll check the runner at third base. Now look back at home. 1-0 offering. Dell's going to send it right up the middle. It's going to get through, and that's going to cut that lead down to 1 at 4-3. As Mize will come home, and Dell gets an RBI single for his first hit of the day. So Mize will score from third. So some work begins down in the bullpen for the Joplin Outlaws. They're going to have a conversation on the mound. Right fielder Tommy Reether, he'll step in. He had an RBI single his last at bat. Also had a 6-3 putout. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast as we're just shy of 8:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you, bringing you the exclusive play-by-play coverage all season long. Renegades baseball here on the Renegades Radio Network, which is found on the Show Me Sports Network. Sure, if you haven't done so, look us up on Facebook. Be sure and like our page. Post all kinds of things for the team as well as other happenings. So be sure and like our page if you haven't done so. It's also handy when we have delays. Have had various delays, not really anything in way of the rain. We've had lightning a couple nights. We've had umpire delay, lights out. We had no umpires show up for a game that were late, so we were delayed as that first pitch downstairs in the dirt gets by the catcher, so Dell will go down to second base on the wild pitch. We had to delay an hour to wait for umpires to come to the game as they were not there when the game started. So 1 ball, no strike count as Reether will dig back in. 1 out here, runner on second base. 4-3 ball game right now in favor of the Outlaws. That next pitch, that's going to be blooped into left field, and they're going to hold the stop sign up as Dell will just about run through it, and he should have went home as the left fielder misplays the ball. Dell just about ran through the stop sign, but put the brakes on and got halted. So he'll be over at third base. Reether gets credit for his second single of the game, back-to-back singles now as he's had in his 2 last at-bats. So runners on the corners, 1 out here. Outlaws trail 4-3. Reether on first, Dell on third. Kennedy will look in. Now stepping in will be Brady Voss. First pitch to Voss, that one taken for called strike 1. Carter Mize will be in the on-deck circle for the Renegades if Voss can find a way to get on base. Voss did have a single his last time up. So 1 out, 2 runners on. They're on the corners. Next pitch, that one's going to be fouled into the parking lot. So that'll be no balls, 2 strikes now for Brady Voss. So he plays in left field. Tying run on third base. Go-ahead run on first. That's Dell on third. Reether on first. Voss down in the count, 0-2. Kennedy looks in. 0-2 pitch on the way. That one's going to be hit into right field. It's on its way, and it is going to be in play and bounce over the wall, and that will score 1 run, and that'll tie us up at 4 apiece as Voss gets a ground roll double. That goes credit for an RBI as well. So he's got back-to-back hits, and that ties it up at 4 apiece as Reether will go to third base. Dell will score. So now runners again in scoring position at second and third base. As stepping in now will be Carter Mize, and we're going to have a conversation on the mound. Not sure if this will be the last outing. That was the last batter for Kennedy or not, and it I believe will be. So his night will be done. So Kennedy will check out of the ball game as we're tied at 4 apiece here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll see who the Renegades will face now as they still have 1 out with 2 on as the Outlaws have a pitching change. So this will be Clayton Saporito. The pitcher that Renegades have seen on a couple occasions. So Saporito comes in. He's a right-handed thrower from Columbus, Kansas. Sophomore at Crowder College. He has pitched in 8 games. Has a record of 0-1. 16 innings worked, 14 strikeouts, 8 walks, and giving up 14 hits. His last action was 1 inning of work just 3 days ago on the 11th, as that was a 6-4 win over the Renegades. He gave up 1 run. There were 2 hits there. That was an earned run. Had 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, faced 6 batters in that inning. He also faced the Renegades in the 6-2 Renegades win on July 2nd. Pitched 2 innings there. He only issued 1 hit, had 1 strikeout, but faced 7 batters over those 2 innings. Then he also faced the Renegades on June 20th. That was at Jefferson City. That was an 11-0 ball game in favor of the Outlaws. Pitched 1 inning there. Faced 5 batters, had 1 walk during that appearance. He has not had the last 5 outings he's had. He's worked 2 or less innings. He had 1 inning of work, 2 innings of work, 2 innings of work, 1 inning and 1 inning. First 3 games, though, he played in. He was 2 1/3, 3 2/3, and 3 innings of work. So he has been brought in as relief. Hasn't had to work a ton of innings. Again, sophomore from Crowder College. He's originally from Columbus, Kansas. So he is on getting the rest of his warm-ups taken through. Take a look at the other games here in the Mink League. Well, again, still all Sedalia as they're playing at Chillicothe, and the Bombers lead the Mudcats 7-0. That bottom of the 7th inning, that is Schaefer Park in Chillicothe. As Mize will step in. He takes that for ball 1. He squared up to bunt, but took it for ball 1. So that makes it so he'll step back in. 1 out here, 2 on. That's runners on second and third. Next pitch, that one outside. Taken for ball 2. So that makes it 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here. 8 hits for the Renegades, 5 hits for the Outlaws. Both teams have 4 runs. Mize will take that one down central for called strike 1. Again, Mize 0 for 2 with a fly out to right field. Hit into an out at first base and a 3 unassisted. So he will step back in. Runners in scoring position at second and third base. 2-1 offering. Mize is going to foul that one. Doesn't go foul, but hit it a mile high. Coming over and making the grab after it pops out of his glove is Klein, as Klein just about cost his team some runs there as he came over from the shortstop position. That ball carried past him. He had it, popped out of his glove, caught it on a second time. So that will be out number 2. So that goes for out number 2. Ben Burton, the second baseman, he will step in. So 2 outs and runners on second and third base. We're tied at 4 apiece. So Burton will dig in, right-handed batter. First pitch to him upstairs, ball 1. Burton had a single to center field his last time he was at bat. So he'll dig back in. 1 ball, no strike to count. 2 outs here, 2 on. That pitch gets behind the catcher. And Reether is not going to go home. Probably a smart decision there, as that did not get very far away from the catcher. That makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Burton again will dig back in. 2 outs, runners on second and third. That's Reether at third, Voss at second. So Burton again shakes the bat at his waist, back and forth till the pitcher is ready. Saporito's offering, swung on and missed for strike 1. That takes us 2 balls and 1 strike. Still 2 outs here. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. As Burton will dig back in. 2 runs have been plated here in the inning. Looking for more are the Renegades as we're tied at 4 apiece. Next offering to Burton. Checks his swing. Is that one well outside? So that'll take it to 3 balls and 1 strike. Designated hitter Caden Deal will be in the on-deck circle. If Burton could find a way to get on base here with 2 outs. As we play in the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 pitch. That one upstairs walked him. So Burton issued a 2-out walk. So he'll jog on down to first base. So Caden Deal will step in. He's got bases loaded. 0 for 2 on the night. As Deal hitting a .280 coming into the ball game today. So he's got bases loaded with 2 outs here. We're tied at 4 apiece. 2 runs scored in the inning. 8 hits total for the game for the Renegades. First pitch to Deal upstairs, ball 1. This is the 8th batter to come in the frame to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 ball, no strike count. Saporito looks in, gets the sign. 1-0 offering on the way. That one outside, ball 2. So Deal has to be patient. I can tell you from spending as much time as I have with the team here this season on the road with them and the bus trips and everything else, that Deal is a player that is always in motion. I don't think he ever stops moving. He's always doing something. 2-0 pitch, he shows bunt, takes it back for ball 3. So he is just a player that is always on the go, always active, always has something going on. So it'll be 3 balls, no strikes. Deal probably, most likely, going to take this pitch unless it's just served up on a silver platter for him. 3-0 pitch. That one downstairs walked him, so the go-ahead run is walked in on a 4-pitch walk. So Deal will jog on down to first base. Burton will go to second. Voss will go to third base, and Reether comes home to score a run, and that gives the Renegades a lead at 5-4. Bases still loaded. Ninth batter to come to the frame here as shortstop Joseph Keelholz will step in. He's hit into a double play. Popped out into foul territory to the catcher, but he did have a ground roll double. First pitch to him, that one off the catcher's glove, and Voss is going to come home. He'll slide in, and he's safe. So now it's a 2-run lead as he slides in and adds another run to the total. Voss heads up play, comes home on the wild pitch, as well as everybody goes around the horn. So Burton will be on third base now. Deal will be on second base. We'll see as they have a conversation here on the mound. Ask for the rosin bag. So that'll come out. So this is the ninth batter here of the frame. Good to see the Renegades bouncing back. We saw that a couple times last night as they walked in several runs. Had a couple of innings that had more than the minimum come to bat. So they lead over the Outlaws 6-4 here. Again, this game very important. This is a South versus South matchup. Not a lot of room to spare in the South Division. North Division, it's just wide open. I mean, there's a 10-game spread between the first and second place team. It's not quite that large. It's only a 2-game spread in the South Division. So 1 ball, no strike count. Keelholz has 2 on, 2 out here. Runners in scoring position at second and third. 1-0 offering to him. He'll check his swing. That one downstairs in the dirt. Makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Keelholz looking for hit number 2. If he could get that, he's going to add to his RBI total, as it would be 1, if not 2 RBIs. He does have 11 on the season, so looking for 12, 13, and or 14. 2-0 pitch. That one misses. Ball number 3. So Saporito having problems finding the strike zone. He's struggling on the mound. 3 balls, no strikes the count. In the on-deck circle is Drew Mize. He started everything off. That pitch called strike 1. So after 10 pitches that were balls, he finds the strike zone on the 11th. So it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. We've been at 2 outs for quite a while here in this inning. 4 runs plated for the Renegades. 3-1 offering on the way. And Keelholz will hit that one down the right field line, and that'll score those 2 RBIs as he's going to get on second base with a 2 RBI hit that goes down the base path, goes down the right field line, and Keelholz adds those 2 RBIs, and now it is an 8-4 ball game as he has a perfectly placed double down and over the first base bag and down into the right field line. As due up next will be Drew Mize. He started everything off with a double into right field as he got the party going, and he will be the 10th batter as it'll be a pitching change now. So Keelholz clears the base path, and we'll see who the Outlaws are going to send to the mound. I can't tell who that is yet. Not turned around, but he is going to put some rosin on his hand, on his wrist. I believe that's Christian DeJesus. So that will be DeJesus. He is from Hawaii, sophomore at University of Hawaii Hilo. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's pitched in 6 games, has 4 starts, a record of 3-1, a 1.77 ERA. He's worked 20 and a third innings, 33 strikeouts, 10 walks, and given up 14 hits. He has pitched against the Renegades twice, and on June 20th. Last action against the Renegades was July 6th. He worked an inning and a third, faced 6 batters, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. A game on the 20th, he faced 18 batters. He worked 5 innings of work, gave up no runs, had 3 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, and those 18 batters faced. So he will come in as the Renegades lead 8-4 now. They were trailing 2-0, and then the Outlaws took a 3-2 lead. Then they made it a 4-2 lead in the next frame. However, the Outlaws have run into this buzzsaw, giving up 10 runs here as we play in the top of the 6th inning. This is the 10th batter to come into the frame for the Renegades. 2 outs here. They've scored a majority of these runs with 2 outs. So Drew Mize will step in for his second appearance of the inning. He had a double when he was up. He is looking to add to his hit total. 9 hits, producing those 8 runs. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. So Mize ahead in the count, 1-0. Be some issues with the live scoring as it shows we're in the bottom of the 5th inning with the Outlaws ahead 4-2. Our ball game is actually in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs, and it's an 8-4 Renegades lead. 1 ball, no strike count. Next offering from DeJesus. That one upstairs outside, ball 2. Said this is the second time Mize has been at the plate in this inning. He had a double when he was leading off 9 batters ago. Was hit by a pitch in the top of the 4th inning. Had a fly out to right field in the 1st. So 2 balls, no strikes count. Keelholz has a good lead. He's going to act like he's going to go to third, but does not. Puts the brakes on that one. Swung on and missed. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. So DeJesus looks back in. 2 balls, 1 strike count, 2 out here, runner on second base. Jesus will look at the runner on second. Now second look in, that's Keelholz. 2-1 offering, that one outside. That makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. 8 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors for the Renegades. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Outlaws as we play here in an extended top of the 6th inning. 6 runs have been played and looking for more. That one swung on and missed for strike number 2. So that takes us full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, second time through, Mize has batted in this frame. 2 outs, runner on second base. Mize will look back in. Payoff pitch from DeJesus on the way. Downstairs, walked him. So that'll be the 3rd walk issued of the inning. And now we'll go to catcher Hamilton Anderson, as this will be the 2nd time he has come to the plate. This will be batter number 11 in the inning. He moved the runners over, got the first out, and he was out in a 1-3 putout. So 2 on, 2 out here. First pitch to Anderson. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So it'll be no balls and 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runners on first and second. That's Keelholz at second. Mize at first. So 0-1 pitch from DeJesus on the way to Hamilton Anderson. That pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2. Anderson does have a team leading coming into the ball game, .320 average with 5 doubles. Has a team tying 4 home runs. He's tied with Carter Mize for team leading total. 31 hits. He's just 2 behind Mize, who has 33. David Dell in the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch will be forthcoming. 2 on, 2 out. Runners are not going to go. That one in the dirt. That takes a 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought that Keelholz was going to go down to third base, but he did not. So it'll be a 1-2 count here as Hamilton Anderson looking to add to his team leading 20 RBIs. Has runners on first and second. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch, that's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be taken by the second baseman. He'll flip over to the shortstop for out number 3. And that will end the inning. Or 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 2 left on base. We'll pause and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given 1 set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Well, a good inning for the Renegades as they're able to plate 6 runs and take the lead back as they lead 8-4 as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. It seems like we've been playing forever as we have been. That was a long top of the 6th inning, but a productive one and a good run for the Renegades as they plate those 6 runs. That's something they need as a confidence booster and something they need to find a way to get back in the win column, and that is how you do it, as they scored a lot of those runs with 2 outs. As well, they scored 3 runs with 2 outs, so they were able to produce half those runs with 2 outs. It'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 coming to the plate. Shane Fontenot, still on the mound. As first baseman Jared Toller, he will step in. He's 1-for-2 today. So first pitch to him, swing and a miss for strike 1. So we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So no balls, 1 strike to count. Fontenot, right-handed pitcher. Next one's in there for strike 2. So that makes it no balls, 2 strikes as first batter to come to the frame here. Third baseman Cade Lott will be in the on-deck circle, and designated hitter Brandon Olmers will be up next. That one's going to be sliced foul down the third base line, so we'll still stay at no balls and 2 strikes. So again, Fontenot looks in. He'll get the sign. He'll get set. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be sliced and just over the outreach glove of Mize at third base. It'll be a leadoff single for Toller. So now third baseman Cade Lott will step in. As Lott has had a single and hit into a 5-3 out. He also had an RBI with that single. That was in his last at bat. So Fontenot will check the runner at first. Next pitch, swung and a miss for Lott. Puts him down in the count, and no balls, one strike. Fontenot will dig back in on the rubber. That one on the outside part of the plate, called strike 2. Lott trying to protect the plate here as he's down in the count at no balls, 2 strikes. 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. Had 9 hits, 6 hits for the Outlaws. 0-2 offering, that's going to be a bouncing ball. Mize will get it. He's going to throw over to second for 1 and throw over to first base, not in time, as coming over was Burton, but not quite able to get to the bag, but they got the fielder's choice, and that is out, number 1. That goes as a 3-6 fielder's choice. So Lott will be standing on first base, reaching with that fielder's choice. That would have been a double play. It would have been a 3-6-4 double play. Not one you hear that often. So designated hitter Brandon Ulmer steps in. He swings and misses for strike 1. We have 1 out here, 1 runner on as we play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lott will take a short lead, now a little longer at first base. Mize will hold him on. 0-1 offering, swung on and missed, throw over to first base. Tag applied, but back safely. So Lott still on first base. Almost got a little too far away from the bag there as Anderson just about gunned another one down. So it's now no balls and 2 strikes for Ulmer. Fontenot will check the runner on first. Now 2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Now center fielder Drake Angeron will step in. He is 0-for-2 as he is hit into an out at 3 unassisted and flew out to first base as well. So Renegades trying to work around the leadoff single. First pitch. That's going to be taken for called strike 1. So Angeron down in the count and no balls and 1 strike. Fontenot again toes the corner of the rubber. He'll look in. Has 2 outs here, trying to get out of the inning, facing 1 more than the minimum. Runner's going to go to second, pitch inside, throw down to second base, and they have got the throw almost there, but somehow the runner, that's Lott, gets in there. I think what hurts the Renegades here is they get the throw on time, but the base stealer is able to get the arms around it and get into the bag before they run headfirst into the tag. So Angeron has a 1-1 count. Fontenot check on the runner at second. That's Lott. 1-1 offering. So that was a free pitch there for Fontenot as Angeron had stepped out on his own free will. Time was not called, but it just misses outside, so it makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Fontenot checks on the runner. Time called. Angeron getting impatient here at home plate. Fontenot again has a long look in at second base. So he'll check on the runner again at second. Long look in. Fontenot will deliver 2-1 pitch. That one called strike 2. That takes us full at 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're just shy of 9 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasly here with you, home of the Jefferson City Renegades, exclusive broadcast home for them and the Renegades Radio Network. Fontenot again checks runner at second, long look in. 2-2 pitch on the way. That one misses, outside will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'm going to say Fontenot had a balk, so that'll move Lott over to third base. So we've seen easily, it feels like, at least 2 dozen balks called this year. Fontenot's 2-2 offering on the way. That one fouled back, so we'll stay at 2-2. Well, still 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 2 outs, runner on third base, that's Lott. He reached first on a fielder's choice, took second with a stolen base. That one's going to be a hit foul. And coming over is Voss, but could not make the grab as he ran out of real estate over there. So it will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. I said Lott got on first base with a 3-6 fielder's choice, then stole second, reached third on a balk. So 2 balls, 2 strikes count. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Fontenot looks in. Next offering, that one's going to be sliced into left field. Voss will come over about 4 feet. He'll make the grab for out number 3. So there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning as Renegades still hold on to that lead they just produced in the top half of their inning as they lead by 4 at 8-4. We'll pause and we'll be back with the 7th inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time and running out of some of your favorite makeup, fragrances, or skincare products? No need to worry. Avon representative Michelle Carty has got you covered. Michelle can consult with you on the newest line of products, as well as get those that have become your must-haves. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 from the comfort of your own home and have your order shipped directly to your front door. To see how Michelle can help you out, find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty. Live beautifully with Avon.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.com.
We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. You changed my score sheet over. It's all messed up now because 11 batters came to the plate the last inning, but that's okay because that was in favor of the Renegades. So that is just fine for me to have to scratch out some of the areas and move some things over. So we'll go to the top of the 7th inning. Renegades lead 8-4. They'll lead off with hitters 4, 5, and 6. That'll be David Dell, Tommy Reether, and Brady Voss. First pitch, that one is going to be foul. Nope, they're going to say fair. As Dell thought he fouled that off, but it ends up in play, so he will be out, number 1. He goes as a first out. I couldn't tell if it hit home plate or not. I thought it hit either home plate or hit the inside part of his leg as well, but either way, they say that was a fair ball. So that's out number 1. Now right fielder Tommy Reether will step in. 1 out here as we play in the top of the 7th. First pitch to him, and they're called strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to count. Jesus still on the mound. His next offering on the way. That one misses. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazwa here with you. Looks like we've got nearly 3 dozen listeners here, so hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. That pitch called strike 2 takes it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So next pitch on the way. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out here. Top of the 7th. Renegades leading. No have time called as Jesus will step off. But still 1-2 count, 1 out. And Reether digs in left-handed batter's box. Next offering on the way. That one called strike 3. And that will be out number 2. Jesus looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Now stepping in will be Brady Voss. Voss had a ground roll double his last at bat, had a single as well. And a fly out to first base. So he is 2 for 3. Has an RBI to his credit as well. So Voss will windmill the bat around. Right-handed batter. 2 outs here. First pitch to him. Well, they say he hit him, so that's hit number 13 for Mr. HBP. So Brady Voss will jog on down to first base. That is the 13th hit by pitch on him this season. So he will jog on down to first base. He leads the Mink League. He's on track to set a record for the Mink League with hit by pitches. I'm just purely pulling that out of thin air, but sure seems like it. I don't know what the record is, but he has got 13 hit by pitches this season. So he'll be on first base with 2 outs. First baseman Carter Mize will step in. He's 0 for 3. So 4-run lead here for the Renegades at 8-4. They've got 9 hits, just 6 hits for the Outlaws. That first pitch upstairs, ball 1. Mize normally hitting in the 3 or 4 hole. He's been shifted down to the 7th hole. He's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. I'll leave the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. Voss at first base after being hit by pitch. 2 outs. 1-1 offering from DeJesus on the way. Mize will foul it straight back, so he'll be down in the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the on-deck circle will be second baseman Ben Burton. He took a walk his last at bat. 0 for 2 otherwise. Sorry, he's 1 for 2. Got out on a double play, but had a single. So he'll step back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes count as Mize in the left-handed batter's box. Runner's going to go to second, ball in the dirt. Throw is going to be late, and it's going to go into center field, and Voss is going to take off for third base. So he'll have a stolen base and reach on an E2. Not sure why Walters even threw down there, because there was no way that he was going to get Voss thrown out unless Voss happens to fall on the base path. He had a good lead at first and a good jump. There's no way that he would have thrown him out. Instead, he rushes the throw and throws it into center field. So Voss standing in scoring position now as it's 2 balls, 2 strikes for Mize. 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be skied a mile high and go out of play quickly. That thing sent into the orbit, and it's still going. Just now finally comes down into the bleachers behind first base. That thing went about 400 feet in the air before it came down. I don't know offhand if Richard Branson is still in space, but he might have had a better chance to catch that than any of the Outlaw players. No, he just went up in his rocket here than the last week or two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. Runner on third base. 2-2 offering to Mize. That one outside. That takes us full. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. So DeJesus now has to come with a payoff pitch as we're full. At 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So payoff pitch will be forthcoming to Mize. Mize has already hit 2 home runs this season in this ballpark. He's going to foul that one back. That'll go into the parking lot behind us here on third base. That's the storage lot and the road behind us. So this will be pitch number 8 of this at-bat as Mize staying alive, trying to fight through, having a 1-2 count in the first 3 pitches. So payoff pitch again will be forthcoming. DeJesus looks in. Payoff pitch on the way. Mize is going to swing and miss, and that'll retire the inning. So they leave 1 on the base path. No runs, no hits. one error, and one left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning as you're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
We'll go back to action here as we play in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be hitters 1, 2, and 3 coming to the plate. Shane Fontenot still on the mound. First pitch, swing and a miss, as that is second baseman Brett Weimer, so he's down in the count. And no balls, and 1 strike. 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. Next pitch to Weimers. That one upstairs evens it, and 1 ball and 1 strike. 8 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Renegades. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Outlaws. That error just committed in that last inning. That sent Voss to third base. That one swung on and missed. That takes it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Shane Fontenot on the mound looking for out number 1, strikeout number 2. If he can get Weimers retired. That pitch, that one fouled off. But we'll still stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And as we play here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out here. Renegades lead 8-4. That pitch upstairs, so that takes us even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. No action in the bullpen for the Renegades. See action down in the bullpen for the Outlaws. Renegades lead by 4. 2-2 offering. That one called, strike 3, and the first batter is retired of the inning. Now stepping in will be right fielder Caleb Fiersteak. He had a single his last at bat and a stolen base. Was also hit by a pitch and scored, and popped out into foul territory to third base. He'll step in, left-handed batter, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So first offering to him from Fontenot, that one upstairs. Makes it ball 1. Outfielders playing pretty much straight away. They are a little deep here at the ballpark. 1-0 offering, that one upstairs. That makes it 2 balls and no strikes. And Fiersteak will dig back in. Left-handed batter. Drew Mize is standing almost off the edge of the infield grass. It's turf here, but it's green to syndicate grass. That one's going to be a well-hit ball out of the outreached arm of Burton, and it'll go into right field, so it'll be a 1-out single. So Weimers has 2 hits now in the ball game. Sorry, that's Fiersteak has 2 hits in the ball game after Weimers striked out. That'll be shortstop Logan Klein. So he will step in. He has 1 on and 1 out here in the inning as we play in the bottom of the 7th inning. Renegades lead 8-4. Another good time to see a double play. So next pitch on the way. That one's going to be hit into left field. It's going to drop right in front of Voss, and it'll bounce off of him, and he's going to get it on the second hop. And now it'll be first pitch single. So now it'll be runners on first and second with 1 out. Now Ethan Ellis will step in. He had a walk, an RBI single to left field, and a strikeout. Well, he will step in. Again, runners on first and second. A 1-for-2 night with a walk, a steal, and an RBI for Ellis as he steps in on the right-hand side of the plate. First offering to him, called ball 1. As Fontenot in here to work in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ellis digs back in. 2 on, 1 out here. 1-0 pitch, that one sent to Keelholz. He'll glove it, flip to second for 1, over to first for the double play, and that'll get out of the inning as it goes for a 6-4-3 double play, and that gets out of the inning. There was 1 hit, but no runs, and 1 left on. It's really 2 hits in the inning. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
There are things in life you should always do. Always say please and thank you. Always get a good night's rest, and always take care of your teeth. After all, you're only given one set of permanent teeth to last you a lifetime. Southwest Dental Care is always the place to go for the highest quality dental care. They offer comprehensive general and cosmetic dentistry services for all patients of all ages. Their experienced and compassionate team is there to help you achieve lifelong oral health and a stunning smile. To find out more about Southwest Dental Care, call them at 573-634-4909 or visit southwestdentalcarejc.com. To get the best smile in town, you must dash to Southwest Dental Care.
New pitcher in the ball game for the Outlaws. Get that in just a second. That's Justin Schrader. Schrader coming in. He is from Bouchard, Louisiana. He's a sophomore at West Texas College. A right-handed thrower. Sorry, left-handed thrower. That's right-handed, but throws left. Not really relevant here. Is have the DH, so he's not going to be batting. He's pitched in 7 games with 1 start, has a record of 0-0, a 2.50 ERA. He does have 2 saves. He's worked 18 innings, has 23 strikeouts, 8 walks, and given up 14 hits. He did play in that June 20th 11-0 win over the Renegades, pitched 1 inning, faced 4 batters, 3 strikeouts, and gave up 1 walk. So for the Renegades, they will send batters 8, 9, and 1 to the plate. That'll be second baseman Ben Burton, designated hitter Caden Deal, and shortstop Joseph Keelholz, who will be guaranteed to come to the plate here in the top of the 8th inning. So Burton will dig in. His team leads 8-4 now over the Outlaws. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Renegades. 4 runs on 8 hits and 1 error for the Outlaws. 0-1 offering on the way. That one misses outside. Takes it even, a 1 ball and 1 strike. Game has gone final in Chillicothe. I'll get that to a minute. That one upstairs outside. Ball 2. So that makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Sedalia Bombers win on the road at Chillicothe against the Mudcats, 7-2. Corinda A's trying to win both games of their doubleheader. They lead 7-0 over the St. Joseph Mustangs. They won game 1, 9-2. That one swung on and missed. Takes us even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, our game here, top of the 8th inning at Joe Becker Stadium. The Renegades 8, the Outlaws 4. So 2-2 count. Burton at bat. Next pitch on the way. That one in there for called strike 3. That rings Burton up looking. So that's out number 1. Designated hitter Caden Deal will step in now. He took a walk his last at bat, flew out to center field, also was out on a 4-3 put out. So first pitch on the way, that one hit him. So Deal will be hit by pitch, so he will jog on down to first base. So 1 on with 1 out as we'll go back to the top of the lineup. In Joseph Keelholz, he's had 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. Also hit into a double play and popped out to the catcher. So he's having a good night at shortstop. Having a good night at the plate, too. So 1 on, 1 out here. He'll step in, left-handed batter. First pitch to him. Down central, called strike 1. In the on-deck circle will be third baseman Drew Mize. So Keelholz will dig back in. Get on the left-hand side of the plate. He'll rest the bat on his shoulder. Now he gets it set as the pitcher comes set. A 1 offering on the way. That one's fouled straight back. So Keelholz will be down to the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So Keelholz digs back in. That double was ripped down into the right field corner on his last at bat. No balls, 2 strike count, 1 out here. Deal will keep creeping forward a little bit. Now we're going to have time called. And they're going to call a balk on the pitcher, so no balk called as they called a balk from first base. This is a 3-man crew here, so balk call on first base, but home plate umpire said time was granted first. So Deal will take a lead over on first base. He'll keep creeping forward a little more. 0-2 pitch on the way to Keelholz. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 2. His first strikeout of the game. So now third baseman Drew Mize will step in. He walked his last at bat, had a double that he ended up scoring on, was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and flew out to right field. So his night looks like that. In the on-deck circle, catcher Hamilton Anderson. So 2 outs here. Runner on first base. That's Deal as he was drilled in the back by a pitch. So first offering to Mize. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Schrader on the mound here as we play. In the top of the 8th inning, Renegades lead 8-4. 0-1 count. Pitch will be forthcoming. Deal's going to go to second. Throw down is not in time and got the second baseman off the bag. So that'll be a stolen base for Deal. So he will have another stolen base to his credit. So he will take a lead at second base. They won't really hold him on. That pitch was called a ball. So 1-1 count. Schrader will check on him at second. Now he'll look into home. Pitch on the way. That one outside. Evens the count. All right, takes it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes count, 2 outs here in the inning. Deal on second base. He was hit by a pitch, just stole second base a few minutes ago. That pitch upstairs outside. Now that takes it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle, and David Dell would be due up. 2-2 offering from Schrader will be forthcoming. That one called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. So they were able to get a runner on because of a hit by pitch, but no runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning as the Renegades lead 8-4. We'll pause to be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swanigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time and running out of some of your favorite makeup, fragrances, or skincare products? No need to worry. Avon representative Michelle Carty has got you covered. Michelle can consult with you on the newest line of products, as well as get those that have become your must-haves. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 from the comfort of your own home and have your order shipped directly to your front door. To see how Michelle can help you out, find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty. Live beautifully with Avon.
4. They've got those 8 runs on 9 hits, committed 2 errors. For the Outlaws, they have 4 runs on 8 hits and committed 1 error of their own. It'll be bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7. That'll be catcher Dawson Walters leading off, then first baseman Jared Toller, and then third baseman Cade Lott. So Fontenot still on the mound. He is entering his 4th inning of work here. First pitch, that one fouled straight back, strike 1. So he'll be down in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Again, our game here in Joplin. We're just almost at 9:30 here at Joe Becker Stadium. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball. A 1 offering. That one called strike 2. So now it makes it no balls, 2 strikes. Fontenot trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. Do have some action down in the bullpen for the Renegades. That pitch. That one downstairs just missed. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, at Chillicothe was not good for the Mudcats. They fall to the Sedalia Bombers at Schaefer Park in Chillicothe 7-2. Don't know if it's final, but the A's laying it on the Mustangs 7-0. That one's going to be launched into center field, as that will be a leadoff single. So Walters has a hit to his credit tonight. He'll be standing on first base. Now first baseman Jared Toller will step in. He had a single to left field his last at bat. Also had another single to left field in the bat previous to that. Then he hit into an out at first base unassisted. So Toller will be at bat with a 2-for-3 night. 1 runner on, nobody out. First pitch to him, he's going to hit it on the money. Right into right field, and that's Reether for out number 1. He hit it on the button. Reether catches it for out 1. Now stepping in third baseman Cade Lott. He reached first on a fielder's choice. His last at bat. Does have an RBI tonight. So Lott digs in. Right-handed batter. Runner on, 1 out. First pitch to him. Outside, no throw down to first base. We play here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, 1 out, 1 runner on. That pitch fouled off, so that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So we're at 9:30 here at Joe Becker Stadium in Joplin, Missouri. Blake Gazaway here with you. Renegades leading the Outlaws 8-4 right now. Both teams with 9 hits. But 8 runs on the board for the Renegades, 4 on the Outlaws. That pitch upstairs makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. So again, we're continuing to go down in the bullpen for the Renegades as it's down the first base line. That one's going to be hit by pitch for Lott. So Lott will jog on down to first base after he is hit. And Walters will go down to second base with the hit by pitch. We are going to see what they're going to have as head coach Mike D'Amelia is going to come out and talk to Hamilton Anderson. So now we're going to have a pinch runner. That'll be Ethan Lopez. So he comes in to pinch run. So Ethan Lopez will be in as a pinch runner. So 2 on and 1 out. Fontenot has to work around the hit by pitch and the single. So designated hitter Brandon Ulmer comes in. That first pitch to him called strike 1. So Ulmer will be down to the count, no balls, 1 strike. So he'll dig back in on the left-hand side of the plate. 0-1 count. On the way, Fontenot will step off the rubber. No throw to second base. As Lopez on second. Lott on first. Again, Fontenot toes the end of the rubber. He'll look back in. It's an 0-1 count to Ulmer. Next delivery to him. That one fouled back, so he'll be down to the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here with 2 runners on. In the bottom of the 8th inning, it is an 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. 0-2 count. Fontenot shakes off a couple signs. Now we'll check the runner at second. Long look in. Next pitch on the way. That one fouled back. So we'll still stay at no balls, 2 strikes. Again, Lopez pinch running. That's Ethan Lopez at second base. That was for Dawson Walters. Then Cade Lott standing on first after he was hit by pitch. So they're going to have a conversation between catcher Hamilton Anderson and pitcher Shane Fontenot. That'll wrap up. Again, Fontenot toes the rubber. 2 on, 1 out here. Ulmer down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Fontenot will check second again, long look in, 0-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 2. So Fontenot trying to get out of the inning after getting 2 on here, trying to get out of it. Should be probably his last inning of work, I think, as they have the closer ready down in the bullpen. So center fielder, Drake Angeron, steps in. He's 0 for 3 on the night. That one's going to be fouled back over the net and over our heads. So that'll be no balls, 1 strike. That one ends up in the street behind us. In Fontenot will look in. 0-1 pitch will be forthcoming. He'll check on the runner at second. That's Lopez. Long look in. Now he'll step off the rubber. 2 outs. Lopez pinch running on second. Lott on first base. At bat will be Angeron. 2 outs. 0-1 count. In Fontenot, shake his head, get the sign. Look in at second. 0-1 offering. That one swung on for strike 2. Tried to check his swing. That pitch was upstairs, but could not put the brakes on to get the bat back in time. So Fontenot 1 strikeout away from ending the inning here. So 0-2 offering on its way. That one goes down. They're going to throw down to third, and runner is safe as that was in the dirt. Anderson couldn't find it. wasn't too far, but could not locate it as Lopez will go down to third on the wild. Lott will go down to second on the wild throw. So we'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count for Angeron. So it's 8-4 ball game right now in favor of the Renegades. 1-2 offering on the way. That one also downstairs. That misses. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fontenot trying to work the inside part of the plate. Trying to work this on this left-handed batter, right-handed thrower combination right now. 2-2 count with 2 out, 2 on. Runners on second and third. Fontenot shakes off one sign. He'll get the sign he's looking for. Checks the runner at second briefly. 2-2 offering. That one upstairs. Ball 3. It's a pitch I probably would not take a second time, as that just misses a little upstairs, maybe a little inside. Fontenot has a payoff pitch forthcoming. So we've gone full here with 2 outs, 2 on. Payoff pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled out of place, so we'll do it again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. New set of baseballs will be brought out to the home plate umpire. So Fontenot again looks in, has a full count. 2 on, 2 out. Payoff pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled to Mize at first base. So again, we'll do the payoff pitch for the 3rd time here. Fontenot trying to get out of the inning. This is his 4th inning of work. He's came on in relief. We play in the bottom of the 8th. Payoff pitch on its way. That one's going to be hit on the button. Burton grabs it out of the air for out number 3. Burton just robbed 2 runs there as he snags that out of the air for out number 3. In the inning, no runs were scored. Did have 1 hit. They left 1 on base. Sorry, left 2 on base. Most importantly, it's still an 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. We'll pause and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the 2nd year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
So we'll go to the top of the 9th inning here. It's a new pitcher. We'll get that in a minute. So first pitch to Anderson is going to be a well-hit ball, but right on the money for out number 1, as that will be to the right fielder in Fierstake. That will be out number 1. Oh, no, still pitcher, same pitcher on the mound. David Dell will step in. Still 8-4 in favor of the Renegades. So Dell will step in with 1 out here. First pitch to him with one out. Outside. Ball one. So that'll put him in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. In the on-deck circle will be Tommy Reether. 1-0 pitch. That one also misses high. Ball 2. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. So 2-0 offering on the way. That one upstairs as well. Ball 3. Doing the on-deck circle, Tommy Reether, then Brady Voss, Mr. HBP. Been hit 13 times this season. That one called strike 1. Voss has been hit for what's possibly Mink League record 13 times. He was hit 4 times in one game. Dell sliced that one foul. So that'll go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. So it'll have to be a payoff pitch here coming from Schrader. Payoff pitch will be on the way. That one walked him. Nope, struck him out. And Dell's going to turn around, and he's going to get thrown out of the game. As Dell is saying, how is that called strike 3? That's the second time that's happened now. And Dell arguing the balls and strikes. So that is strikeout for him, out number 2. So he will be ejected here in the top of the 9th inning. We'll get the substitution on him in just a little bit. He was hit out, or he was tagged out on a ball that he thought was foul that trickled about 1.5 feet in front of home plate. And then he was called out because the catcher picked it up and tagged him. He thought it was foul. He did nothing to advance towards the base path because he was thinking it was foul off a home plate or possibly off himself. So he was tagged out at home plate for the out. And he has had 2 other strikeouts, one by way swinging, one by way of looking, and that's pretty much exactly what happened the second time that he was struck out. That was by looking, very identical to what that was. So first pitch to Reether, swung on and missed. Strike 1. But he had a full count, took the pitch, tossed his bat, was headed towards first base before he was rung up. 0-1 offering from Schrader on the way. That one misses low. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 offering will be on the way. That one's going to be fouled back. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Reether will be down 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 2 outs here. Reether will choke up a little bit on the bat. 1-2 offering, that one outside and low. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. So he will dig back in. Is Reether on the left-handed batter's box in the on-deck circle. It'll be Voss. That one fouled back again. So we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one outside. That takes a full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch down central. That's called strikeout number 3, and that will retire the side. As we will go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Renegades lead 8-4. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions for forward-thinking businesses. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, predictive dialer, outbound call notifications, cloud services, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. Your customers will have access to information they need quickly and accurately. Most importantly, this allows customers to interact with your business on their terms at times that are convenient for them. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
Have a couple of substitutions here. This should be Colin Dimmel on the mound. So Dimmel will enter here in relief. He's from Overland Park, Kansas. Right-handed thrower, 6 foot, 170 pounds. As Dimmel will be on the mound in relief. He's a freshman at Emporia State. He's pitched in 5 games, 7.71 ERA, 4 2/3 inning work, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 7 hits. As they'll send to plate hitters 1, 2, and 3 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So second baseman Brett Wiemers will step in. He's 2 for 4, does have 2 strikeouts and 2 singles. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. As we said, Reether moves over to center field. Andrew Patton goes into right field. 0-1 offering will be on the way. That one called strike 2. The Outlaws down to their last 3 outs as they trail 8-4 here to the Renegades. So no balls, 2 strikes, the count. Next offering from Dimmel. That's a well-hit ball in his center field. Reether will not be able to get there. That'll be a leadoff single. Well, Wiemers has been consistent. He had a single, strikeout, single, strikeout, single. Now stepping in right fielder, Caleb Fiersteak. He has had a single, stolen base, moved to third, hit by pitch, and a fly out to third base. That's been his night. As Dimmel will look in. First offering. That one misses. Ball 1. Dimmel in relief here. No balls, one ball, no strikes, the count. No outs, runner on first base. 8-4 ball game in favor of the Renegades. That one hit him. And that one smarts as Fiersteak takes it on the inside part of his ankle. Well, he takes that to the lower leg. That'll be first 2 batters on now. Shortstop Logan Klein will step in. As Fiersteak trying to get stretched out just a little bit after he takes that one on the ankle or the foot, inside part of the foot or on the ankle of his back leg. He says he'll be fine. He'll take a lead at first base. So shortstop Logan Klein steps in. As 2 on, nobody out here as we play in the bottom of the 9th. That pitch misses inside, ball 1. And Renegades lead by a score of 8-4 right now. However, there are no outs with 2 on. In the on-deck circle will be Ethan Ellis, who would represent the tying run. That pitch called strike 1. So that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike to count. And windmill the bat around a couple times, does Klein, right-handed batter. 1-1 offering on the way. That one misses. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. And runners on first and second base. Tying run represented in the on-deck circle. Nobody out. Bottom of the 9th inning, 4-run lead for the Renegades. Next pitch, that one called. Strike 2 as Klein couldn't put the brakes on and check his swing in time. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count now. 2 on, nobody out. Next pitch will be on the way from Dimmel. That misses outside and low, so we'll go full. At 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, work in the bullpen for the Renegades. They would not like to use another pitcher. So payoff pitch from Dimmel will be forthcoming. 2 on, nobody out here. Bottom of the 9th. Payoff pitch from Dimmel. That one called strike 3. So Klein is rung up looking. He had tossed his bat, was jogging down to first base. He is not a happy camper right now. So Ethan Ellis, the left fielder, will step in. He hit into a double play his last at bat. It would be a great opportunity for him to do the same and hit into another one. So 1 out here, 2 on as we play in the bottom of the 9th inning. So first offering from Dimmel on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That'll be no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Renegades. 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. No balls, 1 strike count, 1 out, 2 on. Dimmel looks in. That pitch, that inside, called strike 2. Dimmel, 1 strike away from getting the second out of the inning. So no balls, 2 strikes, count to Ellis. Dimmel on the mound. He'll look in, next pitch. They'll say he did not go around. That was outside, but didn't go around, so he checks his swing, and it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Again, Dimmel will look in after he gives up a single and a hit by pitch to the first 2 batters. Came back, struck out Klein looking. Dimmel will step off the mound. He'll reset. Again, he'll step back on the rubber. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out. Dimmel looks in. Checks the runner at second, next offering. That one's going to be a hard hit ball. It's off of Mize's glove and off of Keelhole's glove, and we're going to have bases loaded now with 1 out. That was a hard play there as Mize dove for it off of the end of his glove. Keelhole's had to change directions, that off of his glove as well. So bases loaded and 1 out. They're going to have a conversation here on the mound. Renegades lead 8-4. We'll see as we'll have new batter in the ball game here. Check to see who that is. This is Kalen Protaski. So Protaski will step in. So Protaski will pinch hit here. So he'll step in with one out. Bases loaded. He represents the tying run. He's a right-handed batter. He will dig in. We play in the bottom of the ninth inning. Renegades lead 8-4. First pitch to him, fouled back. Strike one. So Protaski will be down in the count. And no balls, one strike. One out here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Bases are juiced. 4-run lead for the Renegades at 8-4. Protaski will step back in. Pinch hitter here in the bottom of the ninth. No balls, one strike. Next offering. That one in there called strike two. Hear the crowd give a collective groan at that. We're nearing 10 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you. Home of Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Renegades Radio Network all season long here on the Show Me Sports Network. So Demo looking for out number two as he is one strike away. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for out number two. That is a big out right there. Now it'll be first baseman Jared Toller. He will step in as the Outlaws down to their final out. As Toller will step in, again representing the tying run as he comes to plate. So Toller, last out here for the Outlaws as the Renegades lead 8-4. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Demmel looks in. He'll get the sign. First pitch swung on and missed. That'll be down to their last 2 strikes are the Outlaws. This is an important game for the Renegades to win to have a chance to stay in the race for the South Division. Demmel looks back in. 0-1 offering. That one's going to be sliced foul. So it'll be no balls, 2 strikes. Is the last strike here for the Outlaws. Demmel trying to come on here in the ninth inning and get out of the inning having bases loaded with just 1 out. So Toller will step back in. 1 strike away from closing out the game and getting the victory are the Renegades. 0-2 pitch to him. He's going to hit that one, and that's going to drop in left field, and it'll score 2 runs as they'll cut the lead from 8-4 to 8-6 as Toller hits it into left field, and it goes for a 2 RBI single. So Demmel gives up 2 runs. It was down to the final strike, and Toller hits it into left field and scores 2 runs. It's now 8-6. Now stepping in will be third baseman Cade Lott. As 2 on, 2 out here. 2-run lead for the Renegades. So Lott steps in. He was hit by pitch his last time up. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. So Demmel will look in, gets the sign, checks the runner at second, 1-0 count. He'll check a second time. 1-0 offering. That one inside called strike 1. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runners on first and second. Mott does represent the go-ahead run. That pitch called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Again, down to the last out and the last strike are the Outlaws. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. 2-run lead at 8-6 for the Renegades as Demo will step off. Demo trying to close out the game here as he works the bottom of the 9th inning. Demo will check the runner at second. 1-2 offering on the way. That one misses upstairs, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on, 2-run lead. So Lott will step back in. Demo's 2-2 offering on the way. That one called strike 3, and that'll end the game as Lott rung up looking, and that makes it a final as the Renegades go on to win by a final of 8-6, as this was an important game for the Renegades to win, as they were riding a losing skid, and they needed to get the win to stay in the race for the South Division. This snaps a 6-game losing skid for them as they come back and win it. Had some dramatic things happen here in the 9th inning. He's had the bases loaded and gave up 2 runs. However, they were able to get the victory. Just made it interesting here in the 9th inning as they win by a final of 8-6. They'll move on to a record of 13-18. The Outlaws fall to a record of 12-16. As we'll see how that changes the standing here in the South Division, as that should swap places as Outlaws in 3rd, Renegades at 4th with the win. That should flip them, put the Renegades in 3rd and the Outlaws in 2nd. If it doesn't, move them even a little closer than that. So Renegades come out and get the victory here in Joplin. We'll have the day off tomorrow, and then we'll have a non-league game on Friday, as it will be a game for fun as the Legion team in Jefferson City will come on and take on the Renegades. So we'll have the call of that game. It'll be about 6:40 for pregame. First pitch set for 7 o'clock. But that is going to do it for our ball game tonight as the Renegades beat the Outlaws here in Joplin by a final of 8-6. It's been a pleasure bringing you the broadcast tonight. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. That's going to do it for our broadcast till I talk to you Friday evening. First pitch set for 7 o'clock pregame about 6:40 here on the Show Me Sports Network. So long, and have a great evening.
You've been listening to the best game coverage in the Mink League on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball, the Show Me Sports Network, and the Renegades Radio Network. Blake Gazaway, Grayson Smith, and the broadcast crew are the guys that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball has been brought to you by Centurion Cares, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mawkins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, Hitachi ABB Power Grids, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com and JeffCityRenegades.com. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball.
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The preceding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.